Here, so let's go ahead and get started. Since yesterday, I've done quite a few things. First of all, I crushed all of my consumable soul items. I had a lot. I had a lot more than I remembered. So I was actually able to level up quite a bit. I increased my endurance to 28. And the important attribute that I changed was dexterity. No, not dexterity, sorry. I changed intelligence. I leveled up my intelligence to 14. The reason that's important is because in this game, intelligence controls your what's called your spell memory. I don't even know if that's displayed here. I don't think so. But anyways, we talked to this guy, and you can go down here to remember spell. Because when you buy a spell, it doesn't just automatically go into your inventory of spells. Like, you can only remember a certain number of spells at a time. And with your intelligence below 14, you only have a spell memory of 1, so you can only remember 1 spell. But some spells take more slots than just 1. So for instance, I now have 2 slots. I have a spell memory of 2. And Soul Arrow only costs 1 to remember. But Warding, this spell that we got at the very end of yesterday's stream, it takes 2 slots to remember the Warding spell. So I leveled up my intelligence to 14 so that I would be able to use this spell. I'll kind of show how it works. You basically create like a shield around yourself like this. And it lasts, I don't know, it doesn't last forever, but it lasts a good amount of time. It'll provide a big boost to defense for us. And I think that will help a lot in the boss fight we're going to be going up against. Another thing I did was, like I said, I leveled up endurance to 28. That takes my equip burden up to 57. So that allowed me to equip the Gloom helmet and the Gloom leggings. Still can't put on the gloves. I'm probably going to have to get my equip burden up to like 80 something in order to wear the full set with this shield. But don't worry too much about that, because there is a ring that we'll be getting a little bit later in the game that will increase our equip burden when we wear it, similar to Havel's ring in Dark Souls. So that won't be a problem. Now, I don't think that Potenhober, the guy who's been co-oping with me, is here today. So we're just going to go ahead and have to take this boss on ourselves. Oh, another thing I did. Forgot to mention this. This Uji Katana, I increased it to +6. You need Sharpstone to increase the Uji Katana. You can get it in... Well, you can farm it in World 2 Level 1. You can also buy it from that merchant right at the very beginning of World 2 Level 1. It's like 500 souls a piece for just Shard of Sharpstone. Anyways, so you can buy it there or farm them, and then you need large Sharpstone Shard. And then in order to increase it to +7, I need 2 chunk of Sharpstone on top of a whole bunch of the others as well. So, yeah, I was only able to get it to 6 because I only have 1 chunk of Sharpstone, but this should be good enough for this level anyway. So let's give it another try. See if we can beat this boss. Alright, another thing I'm going to want to do is probably get rid of this and put in like a third, like a full moon grass or something, because I'm running low on the half moon grass, but probably not going to need fresh spice a whole lot. Don't have a long range option anymore because I can only remember the warding spell, but come down here, bro. Ooh, don't want to fall off the edge. Yeah, doing quite a bit more damage than we were doing before. With the weapon I was using yesterday, it was taking 6 hits to take them down. Now it only takes 4. If I two-hand my weapon, I'd be doing even more damage than that, like this. 2 hits. Not bad. You can come down anytime now. There you go. 1, 2, 3 hits with two-handed. Now this boss that I was fighting yesterday, it's easily, at least in my opinion, it's easily the hardest boss in the whole game. Did I miss something down there? Don't think so. There is no boss after this point that is harder than this one. Like, I think I can be bold enough to say that, like, it's just because of the environment you're fighting in, where there's kind of like just these narrow walkways to fight on. Like, it's very easy to get knocked off the edge by their attacks, which is what happened to me yesterday. Oh, I forgot about this guy. They don't get stunned, which is real annoying. Because I've died in this level a couple times, that's why they're showing up now. What is my world tendency here? Whoops. Actually, no. That's weird. It's actually not changed, really. Whatever. Yesterday when I came up these stairs, maybe it was because I was playing co-op or something, I don't know, but those guys weren't on the stairs. Unless Potenhober went like ahead of me and killed them, but I don't think he did. Anyways, they can be nasty. It's really hard to take them out just because of the fact that they... Here's the item I missed yesterday. Storied Soldier's Soul. Just because they don't get stunned. Like, you can hit them like 4 or 5 times straight and they don't get stunned by it. They'll still get their attacks off. Okay, I already went over there. Alright, here we go. Here we go. I'm actually going to switch out this for... No, I'm not going to use any Dark Moon Grass right now. I'll save those for later. Okay, let's see if I can do this on my own. Hopefully I'll be doing a little more damage than I was doing before. Oh, I should have done this first. Just don't get knocked off the edge. Are you gonna keep spamming that stupid move? Dang it. Man, he's doing that a lot. Long-ranged weapons can come in very handy for this fight too, being able to shoot them from wherever. Yeah, we're doing a lot more damage now. You see that? Couple attacks there. Took off a sizable chunk of his HP. We should do much better this time. Let's put the ward back up. Come down here. Dang. Come down here. Let's use a fresh spice as well. Get knocked off the edge because that sucks. The other one should be coming here pretty soon. And when that happens, I might actually go up to the center of the battle arena. I feel like that was worth it. Should probably use this again. Nope. Okay, now we have to deal with two of them, which can suck pretty bad. I like to come up here to fight them off. And use this thing to my advantage if I can. And if anything, I still need to try and focus on the other one. This guy. Just don't want to get knocked off the edge. Don't want that at all. And yeah, you have to be extremely, extremely conservative for this fight. Like, it's just not something you can go crazy on. You have to take your shots when they're there, but you also just, you have to understand that, like, you're being double teamed this whole fight. So you can't go too crazy. You have to keep your eye on where they're at. Keep your shield up if you can. Seem to not be coming after me now. There we go. And the other one's stuck. Take advantage of any glitch that you can possibly exploit. If he's stuck over there, good. Let him be stuck. Let him be stuck. Good. We'll just fight this guy here. Whoops. Fetch. Didn't switch. And once we get it down to just one guy, this is actually not too bad. It's just when you're fighting both of them at once that it really sucks. Yeah, watch out for this one. That one can hurt pretty bad. Oh, dang it. He came back. This is the keep away game we gotta play now. Don't let him do this, though. Whatever you do. Oh, crap. That was too close. Okay. Lands over there. Try to use this thing to shield yourself as best you can. Hopefully they get into that loop again. Keep your ward up. Stay patient, man. Don't lose it. Don't lose your patience. If you can two-hand your weapon, maybe try that out. Don't get too greedy, though. The ward does a really good job of protecting you against those attacks, which helps out a ton. Just don't get hit by this one, because that one really hurts. Okay, we've almost got this guy. We've almost got him. There we go. Now we are set. Oh, whoops. Don't have enough magic to use that. There we go. I think we're good to go. Just don't get knocked off the edge is the key here. Keep your stamina up. That was a good chain there. This Uchi Katana +6 is going to do wonders for us. Heal up. Get ready to ward again, probably. Yep. I got the timing down. I know what's up. Alright. You can't just, like, meander up there. You got to come down and fight me, man. Come on. Come on. They'll do this sometimes too. They'll like get stuck. There he is. Not wanting to come over here. There's some... Do you know what though? I think it's because I'm still wearing the thief ring. I should have changed that up. Oh no. No, you do not. I don't think so. I think I'm still wearing the thief ring, which kind of like confuses them a little bit. They kind of like lose sight of me sometimes. Which actually helped in the sense that, like, they didn't keep attacking me both at the same time. That probably played a role in that. So, crap. Use this item. See, right now, he's kind of like flying around like this. I don't think he can see me. That might be why. So maybe the thief ring is kind of helpful for, you know, fighting two enemies at once like this. Almost got him. One more hit. Just don't want to get knocked off the edge, that's for sure. I think soon this is gonna wear off. Doesn't matter because all I have to do is hit him like one time. 2 times, I guess. Come on. 1 time. There we go. So that is how I suggest taking them on if you're playing by yourself. Get a pretty good chunk of souls. Haas 3000, what's up, man? I don't think I've ever seen you on the stream before. Welcome. How you doing? And you get some souls here for defeating him. Now, if you go up there, that's actually the last part of World 3, but we won't do that just yet. Let's head back to the Nexus. Get the mixed demon soul for defeating the boss there. Physics 3001 on YouTube. Alright. Alright, yeah. How you doing? Oh, you just answered me. Good to hear that you're doing good. Okay, I want to head down and do some leveling up. Let's see, where at? Where'd she go? There she is. Let's do endurance 2 more times. That gets our equip burden up to 60, which is not too bad. Maybe I can wear the gloves now. It's a very close call. Let's find out. Can I wear these gloves? Oh, whoops, I don't have them anymore. Let's go grab them out of the... out of here. I shot you a question on YouTube and was wondering what you thought about Bloodborne. I was actually very excited about Bloodborne. I'm glad to hear that it is not Demon Souls 2. And I talked about it a little bit yesterday, but the reason why I'm glad it's not Demon Souls 2 is because the only problem I have with Dark Souls, I mean, because it's otherwise, I think, a very, very solid game. Not quite light enough still to do that. The only thing I don't like about it is that I think the most appealing thing about Demon Souls and Dark Souls was, like, the sense of discovery. Like, you were learning all kinds of crazy stuff, not just about the combat and the gameplay, you know, as you played it and failed and went back and tried again, but the lore itself is fascinating, and it's very minimalist. Like, they don't give you a whole lot. You have to really search for it. And as you discover it, it's like, wow, that's actually really cool. And the fact that Dark Souls is not a sequel to Demon Souls was really great, because you had that whole sense of discovery about, like, the lore end of things over again. In Dark Souls 2, I guess it has that to some extent, but in a lot of ways it's like you're discovering a reference to something you already discovered, if that makes sense. So you discover, like, oh, that's actually Seath the Scaleless, okay. Rather than, like, finding out who Seath is for the first time and realizing, like, you know what I mean? There's something about Dark Souls 2 that feels too samey or similar to the first one, and that's just the way it is, because it's a direct sequel. And so the fact that Bloodborne is a new intellectual property, a new game that's going to have probably a new world and new lore, is really exciting to me. And that means that that whole sense of discovery that made Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 so great is probably going to be an element in that one as well. So yeah, that's why I'm really excited for Bloodborne. But I don't have a PlayStation 4, and I have no idea when I'm going to be able to get one. So anyway, so I beat the first two there. I suppose I could beat the final boss there. The thing about, let me show you this real quick just so you guys understand. There's more than 3 levels in the first world here. But the thing is that you can't really move on in World 1 until you defeat, I think, the final bosses in all the other worlds. So there's only like a certain... You can only progress so far in World 1 until you've defeated all the final bosses in the others. I'm trying to think of what I want to do next. I could either do 4-2, which is kind of a challenging level, but has a really cool boss at the end. Yeah, see this fog wall? It won't disappear until you kill archdemons. Oh, you have to kill one archdemon before you can pass. So you have to defeat at least one final boss from the other worlds. So I could go do that right now, actually, in the third world, because that boss isn't too hard. Getting up to the boss is tough, but the boss itself is not hard. I actually don't have to take warding with me for that boss, so I'm going to actually switch back to Soul Arrow.
Better than having...
Whoops, I'm going to equip that and equip that.
Be careful how you use...
And then I should be able to take out the enemies that you fight along the stairs leading up to the boss. But the boss itself is pretty darn easy. So if I take out this archdemon, I should be able to progress in the first world, which is what I want to do, because I need to kill the second dragon from the first world in order to get the ring that I want to wear, so that I can equip the full Gloom armor set. Because that is what I want to do. Hey, there's a summon sign here. I will totally summon this guy to die for me up these stairs. Again, this boss is quite easy. You don't have to summon someone to fight him. Because the hardest boss, again, in my opinion, is the one I just fought, the Maneaters. Otherwise known as the Bell Gargoyles, like in Dark Souls. But Now that we're through that part, it's like the rest of the game is fairly easy. Hey man, thanks for joining me. I'm going to bow to you. Let's go up the stairs, man. And he'll go ahead of me because he'll want to show off how good he is at the game. Now this, okay, still got these guys, so we're okay. Think about it, little guy. Okay, pretty soon we'll come into those black phantom, and they can suck to fight. There he is. Hitting him with magic works. And if you stand, if you stand in the right place, like, you can keep hitting him. Looks like we got a cutscene of some kind here. What the freak just happened? Okay, there we go. So this is where the final boss of this world is at. Pretty interesting. Okay, now we'll come back and we'll be still fighting. Oh, we've been invaded. That's not good. Killed him. I think he went down to take care of the invader. I'll go up here and kill as many of these guys as I can, so as not to get backstabbed while going up the stairs. Don't want him to get too close. He can really wreck you up. Back up, dude. Freak. Back up. You're gonna freaking get me killed, man. Back up. Oh, did I die? Crap. Man, that attack is so powerful. Those guys on the stairs are way harder than the boss. Those black phantoms, like, those enemies, even not the black phantom versions of them, just those enemies in general are the most annoying enemies in the whole game because you cannot stun them. It's like they're do I have to watch this again? Okay, we're not watching this again. I'm not watching this again. Skip. You can't skip the cutscenes. Wow, can't skip them even after you've seen them. Been playing Titanfall. How do you like Titanfall? can't believe they don't let you skip this. All right. That guy wants to play again. I'll go ahead and summon him again, but he was part of the reason why I got killed there. Because he wouldn't back down the stairs so I could get away from the guy's attacks. See if I can find his sign. Try and kill as many of these guys as I can before summoning him. Just really hate these black phantoms. They are so annoying. Don't get hit by his soul arrow. That will probably kill you as well. Just don't let him kill you. He'll follow you down like this, try to paralyze you. Yeah, see how much damage that did? It's like insane. That attack too, that'll paralyze you and then he'll like impale you. It's horrible. Gosh, see that's what it does there, and then he'll come like stab you in the stomach and impale you. Easily the most frustrating enemy types in the whole game. Yeah, the Uchigatana is really good. The Uchigatana is really good in this game. It's good in both games, but I like it a lot in this game. Oh gosh. Okay, got my souls back, but what I don't want to happen is to die on this guy. Yep, yep, he died. He's dead. Oh my gosh, those soul arrows are so strong. These enemies are like unbelievably. They're too powerful in my opinion. Like, it's not even that it's hard. It's just like annoying. Okay, I think I'm still at a good angle to where he can't hit me with that thing. Let's do as best I can to take him out. Oh, we got close there. Yeah, keep using your magic attack. I'm okay with that. Just keep doing it. I'll use some old, oh shoot. Right when I decided to use it. He wants to come back and play again. I don't think I'm gonna get him this time. I'm already at the boss, man. I don't need you. Maybe I should, just to be nice to him. Really don't need him to fight this boss. This boss is pretty easy. Holy crap, this guy's like obsessed. Hey Geico P, welcome back. I guess I'll be nice to him. He needs souls, probably. I'm not going to give him a very high rating, though. I'm going to give him like a C. Where'd you put it down? I don't see it. Because I've already freaking killed everyone. Keep in mind, there is Crystal Lizard there, who drops Chunk of Moonlight Stone. Really important that you get him. Chunk of Moonlight Stone is hard to come by in this game. Alright. I'll wait for this guy. There he is. Same with any enemy, just like kind of make your way behind him and try and get like attack him from behind like this. He can get stunned. You know, those guys on the way up the stairs can't get stunned, but the boss, the final boss in this whole area can get stunned. And you can backstab him. Tell me how that makes sense. The final boss of the whole area is like way easier than the guys you fight on the stairs on the way up to his like lair. Some balance issues going on there in my opinion. He doesn't even hurt that bad when he does hit you. Like, he doesn't do that much damage. That's all there is to it. I've been doing good, Geicoby. How have you been doing? Just beat 2 bosses in the same stream, so that's always good. Yeah, you get a C. Anyways, that's all there is to that fight. I don't think there's any items up here. It would have been cool if they had made that boss a summoned player. It would have been really cool, but I don't know. Maybe that's too much to ask, especially on a game that's this old. You know, like eventually there aren't going to be players online. I've thought about that since I was like a kid, though. I wondered, like, while I was playing, I don't know, say Final Fantasy VII back in the day, I wondered if, like, somehow the developers were playing as the bosses, because I was really struggling against certain bosses because I didn't know what I was doing, really. I didn't know how to play the game. And I was wondering, like, man, how does he know to use that attack? What did he say? This guy's sending me messages now. Help me, you. What? I don't know what he's saying. Put sign, please. Wait, he hasn't beaten that boss? I don't even know. What the heck, man? This guy is crazy. I don't know why I'm doing it. I should just ignore it, but it's crazy that he's laying the summon sign down like before he's actually beaten it himself. Do I even have the item I need to do that, though? Okay, it's this one here. What? Why can't I use it? Oh, do you have to like equip it like another item like this or something? Haven't done very much co-op in this game or online play or anything like that. I don't even know how to use this. Hey, Anthropos. What's going on? I don't think I've seen you before in the chat. Yeah, I don't even know how to use this thing, so... I've never, ever laid down a summon site in this game. I've rarely played online, so does it give you a hint on how to use it? Soul Sign seeks to help Otherworld Warrior. Right, so how do you use it? Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, you have to die first. You have to be in soul form to do it. Wait, is that right? That boss can be a player? I had no idea that that boss could be a player. I don't think I've ever fought a player there before, but like I said, I haven't played online very much. So, do I have to be in soul form to use this? I think that's what it said. Whoops. Okay, yeah, I have to use it in soul form. Fine, I'll die. Wow, that's really interesting. I had no idea that you can be summoned as the old monk. That's crazy. Maybe I should try that out. See if I can invade somebody else as the final boss. Now maybe I can give it a shot. I had a lot of souls there, so I better be able to get those back. Oh, I should be able to get them back without turning human, right? Yeah. That's crazy. So even though I'm trying to be summoned, there's still a chance that I can be hijacked and made to fight the other player. That'd be sweet if that happened, actually. But I'm guessing you would get the equipment and everything that the... There it is. I assume that you would be getting the equipment that the boss has. It wouldn't, like, just summon me as I am, right? Did I get summoned? I don't think so. Failed to join session. Wow. He sends me a message that says error. Yeah, man, I know. That's so crazy that you guys fought like other players. I had no idea that that was even a thing. So have you guys ever experienced that before though? Have you like been summoned to fight as the final boss or whatever? In November you did this. Wow. Hey, why did it disappear? You can't go up the stairs? I hate it when they do that in these games. That's a great question from Geico. What's the game you're more excited about from E3? I gotta say, it's hard for me to answer. I'd probably have 3 games in particular that stood out the most to me. The new Batman game looks ridiculous. Like, it looks so good. Okay, I can't join this guy's session. I'm not even gonna try anymore. Sorry, bro. Not happening. But yeah, Batman Arkham Knight looks really good. Smash Brothers, obviously. I'm a huge fan of the Smash Brothers series. And the fact that they had that whole invitational last night, like, it looks really good. It plays fast, more like Melee. I'm really excited about that. It looks freaking incredible. It looks really good. I'm very excited to play that. And that one's actually coming out this year, so that's nice. And then the third, I would say, is the new Zelda game, which looks fantastic as well. Okay. That's cool that that's happened to you before, though, because I literally had no idea that was even a possibility. Now, what I'm going to do here, let's get rid of this and get my Half Moon Grass back. What I think I'm going to do here is spend my souls on arrows, because I'm going to need a lot of arrows. I'm going to try to kill the dragon.
Weapons for you. Fair price.
Actually, that's not this level yet, is it? That's alright. Let's see what kind of arrows he has. He has a regular arrow. What type of arrow is best to buy for that part, for shooting the dragon in the last part of this world over and over again? I think I've used like holy arrows before, or white arrows, or whatever they're called. Got a couple questions. Have you beaten Dark Souls 2 yet? No, I haven't. That's the weirdest thing in the world. Like, I was so freaking stoked for Dark Souls 2. I really like the game too. I think it's awesome. Should be able to get through this fog wall now. Yeah. I like the game a lot. But like, for some reason I started playing this again on stream, and like, I'm gonna beat this game all the way through again before beating Dark Souls 2. Heavy arrows? Where do I get heavy arrows from? Who sells those? So we're basically gonna be chasing this guy through the whole level. He's gonna be causing all kinds of trouble for us. Alright, there's a whole bunch of like dogs in this place. We got the thief ring on, so to help us not get attacked by all of them at once. One hit. That's all we need. Now we get this one. There we go. Storied Soldier Soul. Lots of soul items here. Now there's a gate back this way. We cannot open it at this time. I think that you need to have white world tendency to get through there. I could be wrong. There might actually be a key you can get, but I'm pretty sure that's a world tendency door. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Just fired up Dark Souls for the first time since Dark Souls 2. Wow, this feels weird. It does feel different. It really does. I actually like the weight and the animation from Dark Souls 2 a little better. But watch out for this, by the way. there's no doubt that the hitboxes in Dark Souls 2 are a lot bigger. It feels to me, at least, until you increase your adaptability. Is it adaptability? There's some stat. Maybe it's a... I can't remember the stat. Anyways, there's a stat you increase where it felt to me like you couldn't dodge. Like your what do you call them? The iframes aren't... There aren't as many iframes, it feels to me, in Dark Souls 2 until you increase that number. Like you can't roll through an attack as often. Like Dark Souls 1, like you can roll towards an opponent and like avoid their attack and then start attacking them up close. It felt like you couldn't really do that in Dark Souls. I'm gonna send this guy a message real quick and tell him to shut the fetch up. Nope. Alright, I'm done. First time I did after Dark Souls 2, or the first thing I did after Dark Souls 2 was run back to Demon Souls. I think a lot of people did that. And that's not to say Dark Souls 2 is bad. Like, I actually really, really like Dark Souls 2 a lot. It just feels different. There's no doubt that it feels really different. Don't forget about this crystal lizard. Got him. Chunk of sharpstone. That's what I'm talking about. Now I can level my Uji Katana again. Watch out for this trap here. I'm gonna knock a couple of them out with Soul Arrow. There we go. And then I'll just backstab you if I can. Maybe I can't. Who knows? Yeah, I need to jump back on Dark Souls 2 and just like finish the game. Fetch. Fetch. There. Probably gonna start running low on recovery items here. Okay. Watch out for these like thief guys down here, these like ninjas. I think they can counter you too, which sucks. Just wait for them to attack you first and then attack them. Of course, I could be mistaking them for the Dark Souls versions of them, which would counterattack you all the time, but let's go through here and grab some items. I wouldn't say it's easier. I definitely wouldn't say that Dark Souls 2 is like in any significant way easier than Dark Souls 1. I think people are saying that because they played Dark Souls 1 a whole lot and they got used to how the game works and how it plays. It was the same thing for me when I played Dark Souls for the first time. It was much easier for me to play Dark Souls than it was to play Demon Souls. And that's because I had played Demon Souls a lot before I picked Dark Souls up, and so I understood how the game works. I think the same can be said on a larger scale for Dark Souls 2, because Dark Souls was a much more popular game than Demon Souls was. There's a larger install base for that, and so I think Dark Souls 2, there were a lot more people playing Dark Souls 2 who had played the first one. And that's why it may have seemed easier to them. Watch out for this. Oh, and then Geico asked me about Bloodborne, whether or not I was most excited about that from E3. Yes, I was excited about it. I was very excited that it's a new intellectual property, that it was not a sequel in any way to Demon Souls. However, they didn't really show much in terms of gameplay or anything like that. And the same can be said for Zelda, sure, but just knowing that Zelda is that close to being finished, and seeing the art style for the first time, hearing about how it's open world and all that sort of thing, there was more revealed about that game to get me excited than there was about Bloodborne. So, but Bloodborne looks great. It was one of my favorite trailers of E3. So. There is another one of those, like ninja guys, right? So let's take this guy out first. I wish I was better at reposts in this game, because it'd be really handy to use them in this situation. Don't heal yourself. Oh, maybe he's not here. I thought he was. Oh, he's gonna drop down behind me, isn't he? Yeah, there he is. I remember that now. Attack him. Fetch. I swear there's a delay in Demon Souls, an input delay that doesn't exist in Dark Souls. And I think they brought it back again for Dark Souls 2, because I feel like I press the button to attack, and sometimes it like just doesn't happen. Alright, this part can be kind of tough. Please shield. I need to get Soul Arrow ready and just like hit these guys from distance. Can I hit him twice? Don't lose lock. There we go. Shield! Oh, barely got that off in time. Die. Die. Now he's healing himself. What a fetcher. Alright. That's good enough for now. There's going to be a couple guys in here to fight a Red Eyes Knight, especially. I didn't want to fight both of you at once. Really was not wanting to do that. Yeah, you keep attacking. I'll just take you out with Soul Arrow. That was favorable circumstances there. Oh, jeez. Nope, you're not healing. I'm gonna run out of Half Moon Grass here in a minute. We got another question. Mike, I always wonder, why is Chrono Trigger your favorite game? I've never played the game. I played Chrono Cross, though. Chrono Trigger is my favorite game because it's hard to explain. It just does absolutely everything right. Like, there's not one part of the game I can possibly complain about. Like, the battle system is freaking sweet with all like the dual and triple techs you can learn between the characters. All of the characters are really, really great. There's no Kate Sith in the game. You know, there's no one character in there that you can point to and be like, I don't like that character. They're all like really good. They balance each other out very well as a cast. Here's that merchant again, by the way.
We hope you find some.
See what he sells. Heavy bolts, but not heavy arrows.
Hard tack. I'm sure you'll turn.
The gameplay is very balanced. Like, it's challenging, but it's not like there's no part of it that feels unfair. It has. I mean, it's one of the few JRPGs from that time period that doesn't have random encounters, which is really, really, really awesome. Like, you see the enemies in the field, you can run around them if you want. You don't have to get into these, you know, crazy, ridiculous situations where it's like the encounter rate is just way too high, and every 3 steps you walk, you have to fight another battle. There's none of that kind of frustration from classic JRPGs. Like, the game is just so ahead of its time, in my opinion, and so solidly made. This guy can be kind of tough. You might want to watch out for him. A few soul arrows, and we should take care of him, though. And then the story is really, really amazing, too. It's so well balanced. It's very well paced. Like, there's no part of it that feels silly, but there is humor in it, but it's just the right kind of humor. Like, the game does everything perfectly, in my opinion. There's not, like, one thing about it that I don't like. And I can't say that about very many games, so... I got a question here saying, you mean like Dragon Warrior 2? And I'm assuming you're referencing the encounter rate in Dragon Warrior 2. Yes. None of that bullcrap in Chrono Trigger at all. Can you walk down to here, or are you stuck up there? Okay. Okay, we got some keys from that guy there. Yeah, the jump mechanic in Dark Souls 1 was not very good. I don't think it's much better in Dark Souls 2, to be honest, but... Oh, freak, there's a guy behind me. Oh, there's 2 guys behind me. Who's good at backstab? No backstab? Alright. Alright. Okay, there's 2 of them over there. Was there somebody shooting me back here? Thought there was. Maybe I'm mistaken. Random encounter frustration, I think, was a part of many of our childhoods, but it was exactly that. It was like, I just want to get into the other room game. Like, please stop throwing these enemies at me. Especially in the really old school JRPGs where they didn't just throw, like, you know, enemies that were at your level. They would throw enemies that could, like, one-shot you at you over and over and over again, and you were having to use, like, all your items. It was just too much. And Chrono Trigger doesn't have random battles. Like I was saying, it just feels so much more fair. Wow, I was not expecting that to happen. There's no, I don't think I've ever felt frustrated ever playing Chrono Trigger, not once. Like, another thing about JRPGs is that, like I was saying, because of the random enemy encounters, you often start to get tired of fighting by the end. Like, the battles start to feel like, ah, geez, another battle. You just kind of go through the motions. But with Chrono Trigger, I never, ever, ever got sick of fighting. Like, it was just, like, battles were fun. They were always really fun. I'm telling you, if you haven't played the game, you need to play it. It's freaking amazing. And the music, like, the freaking soundtrack is one of the best, if not the best soundtrack in video games. So there's that it has going for it as well. Yeah, those old Dragon Warrior games were some of the worst offenders. Dragon Warrior games today like Dragon Warrior 9 on the DS. Like, that game drove me nuts in a lot of ways. Very fun game. You can sink a lot of time into it. But holy crap, could it get frustrating sometimes. It's one of the reasons why Dragon Warrior has not really, like, made it into my favorites of the genre. Like, there's just too many aspects about that series that just kind of piss me off. Okay, I believe it's not there. There's somewhere I can drop down and get an item. I think it's over here, actually. Oh, wait, there it is. Right here. Should be able to just climb over this, I thought. Maybe it's here. It's here. Maybe it's here. Wait. Uh-oh. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Crap. It's not what I wanted. How do you get to that part? This is going to take me all the way down to the bottom. And it's going to do damage to me. That's not what I wanted either. Fetch. I actually haven't played Dragon Warrior, or Dragon Quest, I guess, 4 or 5. I heard 5 is the very best one. But I haven't had time to actually play that one. Another one I haven't finished, I've started it quite a few times but never finished, is Dragon Quest 8, which I've heard is also excellent. So I probably need to play what are considered like the best games in the series before I like pass judgment on it like that. But I have played the first 3, and those were, like you're talking about, really frustrating, especially in the late game. I've played 9, which I liked a lot, but which frustrated me quite a bit too. Okay, up this way. Okay, I swear there's a way to drop down there to where that thing is. And I could have sworn it was right here. If it isn't there, I don't know where it is that you're supposed to drop down. Like, this is the only place, man. Come on. There isn't a jump mechanic in this game, so you can't jump over this. You're just supposed to, like, hop, like, climb over it by running into it. Ha! Manus is a lot of fun, but it is a tough boss fight. Very, very tough boss fight. I don't know how to get down there, man. What am I missing? What am I forgetting? Is there a door? Oh, there. What the freak, man? I was trying to do that the whole time. Anyways, there's a penetrating sword here. I can't believe that it wouldn't let me get over there. Let's pick up this item too. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. Alright, now we should be able to continue on with the level here. Alright, let's head this way. Now there's a whole bunch of stuff we can do up here. There's a lot of enemies we want to take out while we're up here. There's actually a pretty crazy monster that will appear here, I think in Black World Tendency. It drops some pretty good items. But we aren't seeing it here because I don't think I've died in this world. I should be getting pretty close to White World Tendency in this world. But, get the soul item. Let's keep things interesting with some questions. What's your favorite band or singer? That's a really hard question for me to answer because there's just a wide range of music that I like. Wait a minute, I'm not going to go this way. Wait, is this? Yeah, I can go that way. At the moment, I'm actually pretty into gent metal. I guess if you want to call it gent metal or just call it gent or whatever. So bands like Periphery, bands like Intervals are bands that I listen to a lot right now. When I was in high school, I was really into like the pop punk scene. I was in a band that was kind of a pop punk band. I'm not really into that kind of music anymore, but there's still some of it that I think is pretty good. I really liked Goldfinger in high school a lot. I really liked... Oh, my favorite band in high school was... Freak. Can't remember the name right now. Until the Day I Die was their big hit song at that time. Story of the Year. Story of the Year was probably my favorite band in high school. I went and saw them live like 3 or 4 times. I also really liked... I'm going to drop down over here first. I also really liked... Freak, what is that band called? Taking Back Sunday. I went and saw them live a couple times. There were a lot of bands like that I was really into in high school. Again, because I was playing in a band that like similar genre of music or whatever. Now, if you go back that way, you can open the gate, and there will be an NPC you can rescue from some Red Eyes Knights. I'm going to take care of all these guys over here first because I feel like doing this first. Boosh! Why don't you try it now? Why don't you try it now? Oh man, he got me first.
Were they happy with that?
To continue answering the question, I'm actually, for a while, I mean, I've gotten more into like modern music now. Again, with like gent and stuff like that. There's some electronic artists I like too, like Skrillex and things like that. But for a while, I was much more into like modern classical, like listening to soundtracks, video game soundtracks and film soundtracks and things like that. Nobuo Uematsu I listened to like religiously for several years. Anyways, that's, I don't know, I guess that's the best I can answer your question. You need to freaking die now. Thanks. Lots of Red Eyes Knights up here, so you need to be careful about approaching them. The Thief's Ring is gonna be key. He goes through the fog wall. Forgot about this boss up here, man. I might not fight him yet, just because I have so many souls. Please let me lock onto someone. Alright. With the thief ring on, they won't all come after you. That's what we want. There we go, stunned, and now he's dead. Let's use Old Spice. Do it again. Why do you lose locks so easily on these guys? It drives me crazy. There we go. Alright, your turn.
Apparently James recognized making film based on the room.
Jeez.
Really? Yeah. He's gonna play Tom.
He's almost as weird as Tommy Wiseau is, so I guess that works. Okay, now that I've killed all those guys, I'm gonna come back this way and do something real quick. James Horner rules, man. Dude is a legend. Alright, I need to kill this guy as quickly as I can. And then open this gate. Open it, open it, open it, bro. There we go. Oh no, don't hit him. Yes, come through, come through, come through, come through. Run away. Don't let them kill you. I didn't mean to hit you. I'm sorry. We want to rescue him because he's going to drop us a really good item. I'm going to kill this guy because he's annoying as fetch. You should not even be here. You're not in the same league as the rest of us. Can't believe he doesn't even try to help you after you let him through the door. He just lets you kill all those guys by yourself. Alright, we get the official's cap. That's actually kind of an important item for freeing a specific NPC. Anyways, he's over here hiding like a coward. If you rescue him, he gives you some stuff.
You saved my life. This is the third time I am truly indebted to you. This is all I have.
Shadow of the Colossus soundtrack is definitely one of my favorites of all time too. I'd say Chrono Trigger's probably my number one, and then it would be probably Journey, and then Shadow of the Colossus, and then probably like Final Fantasy VI or something like that. Anyways, now that we've killed everyone, we can go ahead and let him wander around. That's just fine. Okay, I have a lot of souls, and I want to use them. I don't want to die on this boss. So, I think I'm going to go back to the Nexus. Anyways, we'll find out here if this key opens up this door. Nope, I think that is a World Tendency event. Anyways, there's an NPC you can rescue in here, and the way to do it is like the gate won't open unless you're wearing this cap. If you're wearing this cap, they'll disguise you for some reason as one of the captains, and they'll like let the gate down so you can go inside. So that's a World Tendency event though, so anyways. I'm going to go back to the Nexus and use some souls. Do you know what though? I could summon this guy. And if you summon a player, this boss is... Oh, no, I know what the keys do. Ah, fetch. I know what the keys do. The keys open this gate back over here, and they let you go rescue an NPC just beyond the fog wall there, but I summoned this guy too quickly. Anyways, what you can do is if you've rescued that guy, you can then summon him as an NPC for the boss fight ahead. And if you have him summoned, it's basically a piece of cake. If I don't end up summoning this guy, hopefully there will be an error of some kind, then I'll go back and show that off. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's not a World Tendency event. That's right. I think you... Okay, summoning failed. Let me through here. You can pick up the key from back here where you rescue this other NPC. Let's kill this guy real quick. Come on. There we go. Halfman grass. You can open this door with the key that we got. And you can come down here. And rescue... Is there an item I'm missing? No. You can rescue this guy. There's a guy to fight down here. Another one of these guys. Fetch! Fetch! Come on, man. Keep your lock on. Missed all that stuff. Okay, hit him as many times as we can with this thing, and then we'll go take him out with our sword. But I'm gonna play it safe and use one of these first. There. He will drop the bloody iron key. That's the key that we need to open that door back there. Anyways, let's open this and get some items. This is the NPC that you can rescue. Down here. And you can summon him for the boss fight ahead, if I can talk to him. There we go.
Who goes there?
Guy could be asking what level am I? I think I'm soul level 46 right now.
I am called Bior, the elder of the Twin Fangs of Boletaria.
Bior of the Twin Fangs.
You deserve
This guy is a
handsome reward.
beast.
Only I have none.
He's got, well, I guess what you could consider the Havel's set of this game. Like the big, heavy armor set. Anyways, he's too weak to come with us at the moment. And he just goes back to sleep. But we'll be able to summon him later. And then there's a crystal lizard down here. Let's see if we can catch him. There we go. Large hardstone shard. Those are always nice to have. Grab this item. Overburden me. Crap. What can I drop? What do I have? I don't want to drop any of that stuff. You know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put on... Take this ring off and put on... Ring of Herculean Strength. Then I should be able to grab it. Tower Shield. The Tower Shield is freaking awesome. It's very heavy though, so... Okay, now that we have obtained that old... Or the ring that we just picked up from fighting this captain in here, we should be able to unlock that door that I thought was a World Tendency event. And then we should be able to use the captain's hat to free an NPC over there as well. Yeah, there you go. The bloody iron ring gets us in here. Now there are 2 ways to go. If we go this way, we can get some items. Yeah, I was always kind of confused by that resolution to that whole, actually this is the way we're supposed to go. Let's not go here yet. With Princess Dusk, like, I guess you go back to whatever her name is, the mushroom lady at the beginning of the area, and she kind of says like, oh, Princess Dusk, you rescued her, thank you so much. But I wanted to like have some resolution with Dusk herself. Like I wanted to talk to her and like have her like tell me what happened, and but she just kind of like doesn't respond to you. Okay, this is where we're gonna want to equip the official's cap. Because we're not gonna be able to get up here without it. If you're wearing the official's cap, this guy will let down these like stairs here, like that, see? He mistakes you for one of the captains, and you can kind of just come up and just get a backstab right on his back, and he's nothing he'll do about it. And then just go to freaking town on him. Okay, now we'll switch back to the Gloom helmet. We'll come and talk to this NPC.
Heavens, you came to save me.
Yeah, Manus doesn't get real until New Game Plus,
No,
man.
I'm fine.
Freak.
With a little rest, I can soon walk.
He's really hard on New Game Plus.
You go on ahead. I do not wish to be a dead weight.
Alright, anyways, this witch is going
You go on
to
ahead.
meet us back at the Nexus. She'll be there, and she sells some certain spells that you can't get from Sage Frake or anybody else. So, what did I pick up? I picked up a ring. Let's see what it does. It's this one here. Ring of Magical Nature. Increases spell memory capacity. So if you are a mage class, this is going to be an important ring for you. You can use more spells, remember more spells at once. Yeah, I've summoned her before, and I've talked to her, like, by where the Hydra is and everything like that. That's all part of, like, the regular game, though. I'm saying, like, I wish there was more she would tell you after you freaking free her from Manus, like, for the DLC. I wish they had added more about her story there. Boosh. I'll go through there. Okay, so now that I've done that, I think I'm going to head... Let's actually see if I can summon Bior first. If I can, I'll go ahead and fight this boss. Do you know who should be helping me in this boss fight is freaking Ostrava, but fortunately Ostrava's kind of a wuss. Let's find out if Bior's You might have to go back to the Nexus first, and then you can summon him. You might not be able to summon him right away like this. Yeah, pretty sure you have to go back to the Nexus first, so I'll go do that. Then I'll come fight this boss, and then I will probably end the stream for today at that point. I'll take on the next level tomorrow, but I'm going to need to get a lot of arrows off screen, probably. Because I want to kill the dragon so that I can grab a... Oh, am I missing something? No.
What should I tell them that Penny Arcade Expo Prime made? Yeah, tell them that we're interested. Tell them for the time being we're all going to try to get it. Okay.
Almost there. I think I'm just gonna use these souls here to level up my endurance some more, and then I'll worry about getting some arrows off screen. Where are you? Oh, by the way, this is where Bior comes. You can talk to him here now.
Lula, you rescued the young sorceress from that tower. I express my gratitude. There can be no excuse for such ill treatment of a young innocent. A king would be proud.
Let's see if he has more dialogue here.
The king is a magnanimous leader. He's solid, spirited, caring of his subjects. He fought vigilantly against the vile and depraved. The seditious claims that our Lord brought this scourge upon us, they are mere fabrications, woven by jealous conspirators. I'm certain of it, for there is no other explanation.
Okay, and then she parks right over here.
Hello again. You saved me from great agony. I am sorry, for I cannot offer proper thanks. If you wish, however, I can teach you magic and trade for demon souls. But my witchcraft is of a dark nature, and arouses suspicions. Why not try the magic of Great Sage Frake?
So she's kind of hesitant to teach you magic at first, but if you keep talking to her, eventually you can convince her to sell you some, or you can convince her to let you buy some spells from her. There's the Maiden in Black. That's who I'm looking for.
Thou seekest soul power, dost thou? Then
Let's upgrade endurance some more,
key to life's
shall we?
soul
Yeah.
must be drawn from its art thou done? Main
How much endurance do I have now? Or equip burden. Can I equip these gloves yet? No, man, those are heavy gloves. That's crazy, man. Actually, how heavy do they make me, though? Puts me at 33.8 out of 63, so I need to get it up to like 67.4? Or no, 67.7? Before I can wear the gloves. Oh man, it's a heavy set, much heavier than I remembered. But hopefully with this ring that we'll be getting soon enough, that won't be too much of a problem. That's kind of always what I thought. I thought that Manus was basically the pygmy. Oh, whoops, I'm not wearing the thief ring anymore. Let's put that... Oh, wait. Nope, nope. Need to go back to the Nexus and drop off some stuff first. That's what I need to do. I always forget to do that. I don't know why. I always forget to deposit items with Stockpile Thomas before going back into a level again.
You can't believe hardly Kawhi Leonard won that. He's got 29 points on the bench. He like shut down LeBron pretty much. Yeah. He did an unbelievable job, dude. Yeah, good, dude. It was freaking crazy. Did Jeremy get drafted ahead of Kawhi? Yeah. Wait, required a draft ahead. Probably. If Kawhi went to the Spurs, he probably got drafted later. Was the Spurs?
All those, get rid of this and this and this and this, this and this, this. And get rid of this. And that's good.
You have a...
Let's also repair my equipment.
I can.
Probably a good idea.
And he is really. He's a great pick. I mean, you can't blame people for passing on though, because Victor not a good shooter. I didn't know he could shoot threes. I had no fetching clue he didn't do that once. I didn't say it was. Jimmy was the one who shot the three. So oh, apparently that's $100 and yeah, PPMD and all those dudes from last night.
I didn't put the thief ring on again, gosh dang it. That was the whole purpose of doing this. Okay. Don't need this anymore. I can use this now. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think you have to fight any of the captains again. Die, you fetcher. Really? You blocked that? There we go. Great axe, that's not what I want. Late moongrass, that is what I want. Those guys gonna come after me. Are you gonna walk down there and like get yourself killed? I'd appreciate it if you would not do things like that. Dang it, not quick enough with that attack. Okay, as long as Ostrava doesn't come down here and like kill himself. Turn around, alright? Okay, good. Lots of enemies up here we'll have to re-kill, but that's okay. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Fetch. Did not mean to do that at all. I guess it worked out. I was going to try and shoot them from up there, but then I jumped down. Which is not what I was trying to do. I'm going to sneak up right behind you and get a backstab. Just like that. Okay, so the giveaway, we have a bunch of games that we got as like Christmas gifts from Ubisoft because we worked with them last year. They gave us a bunch of Xbox 360 games. So we have Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. We have Splinter Cell, Blacklist. We have Just Dance 2014, I think. And then we have Rocksmith, the latest version of Rocksmith. So if you want any of those games, all you have to do is follow us, and we'll be choosing someone at random once we hit 200 followers to give those away to. And we have 2 copies of each game, so we have like 2 copies of Black Flag, 2 copies of Splinter Cell, so we have a lot of stuff we can give away. I also have a Steam code for a game called To the Moon. If for those of you who don't have an Xbox but have a Steam account, we can give that away as well.
Kirby looks hilarious when she has stamps. She has a big helmet. Yeah, sort of like that treehouse thing again. They brought the guy back. I think they're.
Yeah, if you don't have a 360, that's okay. We'll get you that Steam code. Or, I mean, you can choose to take one of the 360 games, and then you can just give it to a friend, or sell it, or do whatever you want with it. You can choose whatever you want from the prizes available if you get chosen to win.
The game just froze. Yeah, didn't freeze last night.
Oh, that didn't get him. There we go. Alright. Now I think we are ready to do this. I am going to use a fresh spice before, or an old spice before going in there though. I actually should have used warding for this battle. I should have went and got warding instead of soul arrow, but oh well. Okay, where is Bjor's summon sign? Should be somewhere around here, I thought. What the fetch? Where is Bjor's summon sign supposed to be? I'm telling you, you can summon him for this fight. Oh, he just appears? You don't have to actually summon him? Okay, that's good. That's good, I'm ready to go then. Alright, let's do it.
Some help.
Okay, Bjor is here already. And he gets the boss's attention, which is nice. just getting his attention is what really helps for this fight. This guy can be pretty tough on your own, especially that attack. Don't get hit by that. He will impale you and mess you up. Make sure you keep your stamina up as always. Kind of just trade off who's getting the boss's attention. And Bior does lots of damage. His sword is really strong. And he has great defense as well. Ouch. There we go. And it's really easy if you have Bior with you. That's all it takes. Thanks, bro. The Silver Demon Soul, and he just kind of chills there.
That big star just pops up and just throws some things at her character's still confusing me though. It's almost like you have to play as her to really get what's going on.
Alright. I think I'm going to save my souls for the meantime to start acquiring some arrows, which I will do before tomorrow. So before tomorrow, I'll make sure that I actually go through, get a bunch of arrows so that I can kill the dragon in the last part of World 1. And yeah, so next time we'll take on 1-5. Do you guys have any questions before I end the stream? Thanks for joining me. You guys are awesome. And again, I'll be back tomorrow morning about the same time. So I'll see you guys then. See you guys later. Peace.